Hey, love bugs, it's Roslyn back at doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. It is so greatly appreciated. And if you feel like you've been, well, actually, if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good vibe, uplift, or comfort that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times at the moment and needing, confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated on all levels. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Um, the music channel I'm using today is called Musically Zen. The music I'm playing in the background is called Reiki Music to Heal Mind, Body, Body, Mind, Soul, and healing of feelings. So I will go ahead and place their information in the description box below. The video I'm doing today, y'all, is so crazy. It's called Twin Flame 101, Becoming One with the Thunderbird and Phoenix Transcending. We're all going through uh so many different changes in our lives. It's not even funny. Like right now, I mean, this is like the third time I try to make this video, and I'm usually comfortable with stuff, but it was just like my vibes are all just some type of crazy. If the quality of the picture or the signal is messed up, y'all, my energy is just like very, like, not in a good potent. It's like in a good potent. I've been doing a lot of cord cutting and stuff like that, because that's, where it just seems like a lot of people are going through that right now. You have to be able to forgive yourself and stuff. And it's like so many different, like when I go do my visions, and go do my visions, when I do my meditations, I've been getting so many different visions. Or even it could be during the day and there'll just be a snippet of something. And I'm gonna give my shout out to ACCT girl. I don't know. It was like as soon as she said something about one thing, all of a sudden these other things came up, because it is just like so many different things I would see in my vision, and it's just like I'll be trying to, like, okay, I'm that Google queen. I'll start googling anything that um I don't understand, what's taking place, because especially, if there's been a shift that took place or whatever. Just like when I was doing a video the other day about the thank you, the one that keeps on, the one is like the people that keeps constantly coming to distract. If you watch that video, even though it's just like it's just, to me, I see my dad's face on my face, and then on towards the end of the video I start seeing, like, right here, it was like you can see the eye, my third eye opening, and it was like a blue light that was coming out my face. I'm looking like, what the heck is going on? And we're all in our, in transcending, allowing yourself to push above your limits. We're all going through different things that, it's just like if you've been carrying around pain for so long and you finally allowing yourself to, just step aside, and see, different things that you have gone through, but it's on the outside of you. It's not up here, but it's on the outside, and you're allowing yourself to really observe those things and just being appreciating of those. So when you're allowing yourself to see every challenge as, even if you're not exactly where you want to be right now, but your challenges challenged you to break away from things that are no longer serving you. So when you're allowing yourself to do that, you're speaking the vibes of the Thunderbird. You're allowing yourself to go through the trenches of pain, allowing yourself to, understand the trauma wasn't, even though trauma is trauma, it's like so many different things. It's like, Roslyn, speak for yourself. A trauma can be a blessing, when you're allowing yourself to see, okay, these things have taken place in my life, but it allowed me to find out who I was. I had to experience so many different things down the line of my path where it was connecting with others, me lashing out at others, or me doing something very traumatic towards somebody else, or something very negative towards somebody else, subconsciously, unsubconsciously, or I've had it inflicted on me. And then going through these lines of forgiveness, going through these lines of detachment, going through these lines of letting go. And when you're doing these different things like that, is allowing you to mold that power within yourself. You're reflecting that. You know, when you're allowing yourself to step out that comfort, which is, it is very freaking scary. You know, very freaking scary. You know, I've done different things, but I want to be a representation of, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it, you know, and we all can, but it's just all about having that courage within yourself and knowing you have it. But there are sometimes we second guess certain things in our lives, or we're like, man, did this really happen? That's why they were urging me, hey, go ahead and make that video about, you know, spiritual and psychic awakening, you know, because it was like all the situations I went through, but there was a list that, like I always say, you know, if I'm using somebody else's stuff, I want to always give them their credit. I don't want to never take credit for nothing I know I didn't put together. You know, I'll just go off, you know, if it's something that universe guides me to talk about, if something I haven't experienced, but it may be something that, you know, I had a snippet of a vision about, like, okay, this needs to be talked about. Because I always tell y'all, I meditate right before I start doing my videos, and I always connect with myself with source and ask, hey, what things you want me to shed light on, what things you want me to talk about. You know, somebody really needs to hear these messages today about something, because they may be struggling with something, they may be, you know, wondering something about themselves, you know, got different, you know, concerns about themselves or whatever. Because, you know, it's like there's things that I was blessed. Well, I'm always blessed anyway. It just depends on how you want to be able to allow yourself to see that you're blessed. Because sometimes you can be mad and thinking, oh Lord, you know, the world's punishing me. Oh gosh, you know, I'm just tired of things just afflicting on me, you know, just really just placing itself on me. And a lot of times we don't realize we're that toxic vibe that is sending that out to come back in at us and get that, you know. So it's just so many different things that's taking place in your life where you're regaining your power back. You're allowing yourselves to snatch back everything that has been taken from you that was supposed to come back to you. Because a lot of times we don't know, we give out free will of different things in our lives. Excuse me, I was trying not to burp, but there it goes. So I'm sorry, but yeah, going through those different things, it was like different videos, visions I've been getting for the last few days. And just from 8OC, you know, she was telling me something. I'm like, wait a minute, let me look that up, because I've heard that before, you know, and certain things. I don't want to talk about exactly what that was, because I'm about to do that in my next video after I finish my podcast. So, you know, going through all those different things, all of a sudden I'm like, Eureka. That's what that was, you know, because it was so many different things. I've been seeing owls, I've been seeing wolves, you know, in my different visions. I've been seeing myself as a warrior with these things like around me. And, you know, I've did different, where I've used different thumbnails as, you know, is these things. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's catching my eye and not really telling me this is what is preparing me for. These are the things that I'm reflecting within myself and many others as well. Because when I seen myself the other day with the, what was it, okay, they don't want me to mention that. Okay, when I see myself, you know, I've seen a lot of people with doing that as well. So it's just like, I'm just like, okay, wow, a lot of visions is coming through. Your hearing and your sight is being very heightened. You know, there could be times even during meditation or during a instant shift, you might feel a buzzing of things. It's like there's times where I can even hear the buzzing of light bulbs, you know, and it's like, wait a minute, what, you know. And it was just like doing my videos, it gets frustrating to me, you know, because I'm like, okay, if I use my laptop, you can be able to hear me very well, but you know, the quality of seeing me, you know, my energy is like very, very heightened. So it's like sometimes you can be able to see me and it you know, I can move a certain way, and then you can be able to see me at times. But then it's like, even when I used to get emotional in my videos, it'll all of a sudden it'll get distorted. It's kind of like a I forgot what was that, I forgot, telekinesis type thing, you know, where fire, what was fire starter with Drew Barrymore, where she can just think of things, the next thing you know, things start getting messed up. But it's just like with me, you know, well, I actually did that, except it wasn't fire that I started. Well, actually, no. I'll look at my floor, and I got that burnt mark on my floor. So I did explode a surge protector. But I'm going through those different things in my life where, you know, it is very potent. And it's like there's a lot of people that are going through in the making, even like right now. Either, yeah, it's like I feel my wings a little bit every time. It's like I meditate or I take a big shift. It's like I feel something to weight on my back. Either it's like I'm getting rubbed on my back, or it's like my wings are coming out my back. So it just feels weird at times where you can feel that. But it's like when I'm seeing these visions, like, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm like, ugh, all over the place, and I'm not trying to be like that, because I'm getting so many different visions right now, and so many different vibes is coming off of me. There's so many different things that's taking place, where you're starting to see more spirit totems than anything, whether it's through vision, where it could be a mascot of something somebody has on their shirt, or it could be a bumper sticker or something like that is coming at you. And it's like so many different, you know, symbols of signs that is telling you, hey, I need you to pay attention to this. Hey, I need you to pay attention to that. You know, you're going through all these psychic, you know, symptoms, because you have raised the bar on so much. It's like I don't know why I keep on hearing opaque. You know, they're going through different things like that, to where it's like you're on the, you know, your caliber is really high. And a lot of times when that is taking place, they're saying that you may question a lot of things, and it's like, don't question that. You know, because there's a lot of things I be seeing, and I'm like, oh, am I conjuring this up, or is this something that y'all trying to tell me about that I'm really trying to make sense on? And it's just like, you know, trust that, allow things to unfold for you. You know, allow these things to, you know, take place in your life. If you see what parts of you that needs to be fixed, and if you already know you're holding in anger, there's something that you need to let go of, there's something that you need to allow yourself to bring to your attention, so you can be able to fix that. If there are certain situations that is taking place with a certain person or certain people, they're telling you to detach, allowing yourself to do that, because doors are opening for you, like they're already opening. But it can't bust wide, the levee can't bust all the way open until you allow yourself to identify whatever is holding you back. Because right now your powers are on point right now, and it's just like, you know, it is, because it's like your body, is like, you know, with me, I can lay next to my phone at night, and I know I need to stop doing that, because I put on a lot of videos right before I go to sleep, and I might be, you know, in a meditation, speaking to spirit or whatever, or in a metaphysical contact, you know, with someone. And it is next, you know, I'll wake up and my phone is on full charge. I could be laying right next to it, and next, you know, it's on 3%. I'm draining my phone. There's a lot of things that are, you're either draining it or it's draining you. It's like a push and pull right now, and they're telling me, go forward, move forward. You're getting these vibes, and as soon as I said that, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of different, you know, yeah, there it goes. You can see the chills. They're like, move forward. You've been getting those different signs that's telling you you need to move forward. Everything is on a go. Everything is a-okay. Don't allow yourself to just focus too much on that. Don't feel like, okay, um am I doing right, am I doing this? As soon as I okay, never mind, y'all, don't pay attention to me. But yeah, pay attention to me, but don't pay attention to me. Like I said, my daggone vibes is just out of this world right now. um you're going through different things right now that's taking place in your life, um that it can get you very highly emotional. Like with me, I'm reading things, and it was like I was listening to something on IG with Selma Hayek, and all of a sudden I just bursted out into tears because she was really speaking some beautiful things. But it was like I was so very sensitive. I'm just like, God, dog, I can't even listen to a certain thing. I don't know if it's just, when you have allowed, basically, I know what it is, but basically, if you have been holding on for things for so long and you're so used to things coming at you. It's just like when you're finally allowing yourself to be free from your burdens, being free from pain, being free from resentment, all these different things you're releasing at this moment, it gets very quiet. And that is the most scariest quiet, because your mind is like, it can be your best friend or your worst daggone enemy, one of the two. But it is just like when you have held on for those things for so long and then you finally release them, that's a beautiful feeling. You feel light. You done took all the excess baggage off of you, because those are something you deserve. You'll send blessings to so many different people, but when it's time for you to receive them, you feel you close off because you feel like you've been wounded for so long. You feel like you're not worthy of those blessings that are coming your way, or you feel that these blessings are coming your way, and you're just like, it makes you feel stupefied, like, is this really about to happen? Something big is about to pop off in your life, and they tell you you deserve this. Allow yourself to be free of this. Allow yourself to be open of these things for you to be able to receive. You've earned them, because of the fact is you didn't give up, because of the fact is even though you fell, you got right back up, and when you got right back up, you came back harder than you did when you fell. And for you doing that, that's where the phoenix is coming out, clean out these ashes. Like you scaring the ashes, you scaring the trees, because it's like it don't awaken something in you that was there that we never knew that was there. It was like they don't found a diamond in the rough with you. And it's like I told you before, we're going into evolution. These things have been set up by our ancient ones, the galactic ones, you know, all anything in the line of it, like our ancient, the tribal ancestors has, aligned these different things. That's as soon as I said that, all of a sudden my goddamn face, everything started changing in my face, and and I know I'm on the right thing. See, it's like it went bright, and then next, it's just like this is open, but it never changed. But you're going through these different things for a reason, and they have already set stuff up. They can't see us coming. Whatever is like, trying to derail everything, they can't see us coming. There's a lot of times I got people coming back and telling me, you're not Heyoka, you're not Native American, you're just black. My number one, you don't know where, like my mom say, you don't know where my roots are. So, they picked me for a reason. This is not something I chose for myself. It's like, oh, I want to be a Heyoka tribe today. No, these things have been, sought out for me before I was born. These things have been sought out before you were born. You didn't, you had to serve different purposes in your past lives. It's like you had a statement, like a monument type thing in every single lifespan. But this one, all these different, there's different symbols that you have stood by different life patterns. And all of a sudden, whatever those main things were, it's like, you're the skyscraper. You may have been the twin towers. You may have been this. You may have been that. You stood for some kind of, public landmark for something in every life. And those meanings needed to happen. Like you weren't supposed to go into clearing until this lifespan. And for that to happen, they already set up here and said, oh, the world was going to end. The world was going to end this time. The Mayans got it wrong. No, the Mayans weren't wrong. They just interpreted what the Mayans was trying to say. Okay. Every lifespan that they're talking about that was supposed to be destroyed by the world or whatever, number one, God and universe got the last say on all that. So if you want to take a swift shift and just be like, I want to just destroy everything and just start back over again because y'all just ain't doing right. The world has been going through different changes right now. There's different, different things that's taking place, and we don't realize it's that energy that's conjuring all this stuff up. And it may be looked at, even though there's a lot of things that's taking place, you know where it's a tragic situation where the devil is using distractions because he feel those vibrations coming up. He knows at the end God's always going to win, universe is always going to win. As soon as I said that, them chills popped up real quick, you know. And it's creating that global, like, the explosions, the terrorist attacks, these, tornadoes, or these forest fires, all these different things is a distraction because they see something's coming. Like today, I always tell people that kind of virus, I really don't think they know what that is. They just placed it on, just put a sticker on it and said, okay, this is the COVID-19. I really don't think they know what it is, because it's just fact is, like I was telling the lady the other day, I can go in the store now, all of a sudden where I'm staying at now, they're starting to, make you put on face mask and stuff like that just to go in stores. I was walking on from the beginning of time since they said that this was popping off and it's highly dangerous, and you can get it from air, all this not wearing a mask and not wearing gloves. Now, mind you, I wash my hands and everything and keep sanitary, the gel, excuse me, the sanitary gel, as well as the, the gloves, and I mean, the gel and the wipes and stuff like that. I'm fine. The only thing I told the lady, the only thing I got after receiving that is a freaking headache. And she's like, why? Because of all the worry? No, I wasn't worried about nothing, because I feel like, if you're going to catch something, you're going to catch it. But a lot of these people don't understand their empaths. They already had their selective soul contract. They were only supposed to live a certain amount of time because they needed over on the other side. Just be in line to protect us from what we're about to go through. So all these, we're raising the bar on everything we have, but it's like, they all had this written that this was going to take place, but it was like it wasn't supposed to destroy the world, but it was an ending to some one thing and a beginning to another. And that's what they interpret. They read the inscription wrong, basically. All these different things, they planned it out for where us, we are going to be that moment of change. We're going to be that moment of reflecting truth, because it's like that energy you give off is so daggone fierce. You see it, because the more you raise up in your bar on your gifts, you will have more people acting out with you. You're going to have more people trying to contradict you, question your whole existence. And as soon as I say that, my whole it was like, oh, whoa, you know and you're going to go through those different things, and they want you to pay attention to that. Don't ever second guess your existence. Don't ever second guess, because the fact is, things are going to get hard for you. Yes, things are going to get to that point where you're ready to walk away, but you can't. Your soul won't let you, because all these things are strengthening you. They're all reflecting is, look at all the things you have gone through. Look how many times somebody tried to take you out. Look how many times that you don't probably, did some things. You probably would have addicted to the worst possible things you can be addicted to, and you're still here to live to be able to tell it. All these things has happened for a purpose. You had to go through these hiccups. You had to go through these setbacks. You had to go through these mistakes. You had to go through some very detrimental stuff just because you had a story to tell. Your life is a blessing within itself. And a lot of times we don't see that because of the tragedies we may be currently or we have endured. It's hard, yes, but you have to reflect. You have to know that you reflect even harder. And that's what they want you to remind yourself of. And these Thunderbirds, and it's like Thunderbird, and the Phoenix is like very, it's in full transformation, it's in full bloom, and you about to bust it wide open. You planted that seed because you knew what parts of you. Soon as I said that, my hairs is standing up, y'all. As soon as I said that, but we planted these seeds a while back. You see, if you're going full forward, yes, you're going full forward, but there are certain things that you're still tweaking on. You're still trying to get, and I'm not talking about a tweak as in a habit. I'm talking about tweaking as that you're changing. You know which things in your life that is no longer needed in your life. Maybe it's the old relationship. Maybe it's for you to detach. Maybe it's for you to forgive yourself as well as forgive others, well as allowing you to leave the past alone and be focused on the present. I've been going through all these different stages, in my life, and I appreciate it. Even though it may be scary as I don't know what, yes, it's scary, but it's allowing me to know everything in my life has been laid out for in the making to have me do what I'm doing, just like you're doing what you're doing. It's beautiful because the fact is there's more of us that's going through this thing, and it's not us being alone. We're not alone. Even when we're in solitude, we're not alone. Because in solitude, that gives you time to concentrate on self, is giving you that time to concentrate on what needs to change, what you need to elevate, what you need to align, what you need to become in balance with. And all these things are happening for a reason. So allow yourself to see the unseen, allowing yourself to see those signs and the symbols and stuff they're telling you about. You're having crazy dreams. There may be certain things that you may not remember about the dream, but they're leaving that certain thing in your head about, okay, you may not remember this dream, but we're making you remember a certain symbol or a certain person or a certain direction. Something is standing for something. And if it's that you may not remember the dream, but you're remembering that certain situation in that snippet of the dream, that's what's more important about it. So I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Like I said, I'm gonna give a shout out to AOC, and let me give a post notification shout out to Ambitious CC Animations, Joe Brown, as well as YouTube Cat, and Silent Call Tarot, and Tina Marie. Much love to you. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. I would love a chance to hear from you. What else? Yeah, you can get a hold of me. I'll give you all my information at the bottom for my IG and my Twitter. You can connect with me there. If you need to send me a DM, it's just about networking on giving you a deeper understanding about your life purpose as well as your gifts. I hope whatever you're manifesting comes 100 million times more than what you asked for, prayed for, even expected. The same as when you received it. Know you're blessed, highly favored, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I will see y'all in my next video. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line, share, tell somebody about the channel. You never know, they may be able to relate to it. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.